All right, good morning, guys. Today I'm going to do a quick little video on the Pathfinder tool. But we need to set up our document first to be able to do all these wonderful things it's telling me to do to these shapes. So what you're going to do first is you're going to set up a document that is 6 inches by 10 inches, 11 inches, sorry, 6 inches by 11. So file, new, 611, you're going to call this Pathfinder tool practice. Okay, and you're going to hit OK. You're going to hit Control R to get your rulers, or go underneath View. Okay, and it says right now hide rulers because that's the shortcut. So they're gone. Now they show up. See, Control R. All right, and we're going to pull one out to 10 inches. We're going to pull a row down to 10 inches. We're going to pull the next round to 10 and a half or 9 and a half. So I'm going backwards. And then we're going to pull 6 down, 1 inch each, 2. So just about at that half an inch there. So these are 1 inch, 5 and a half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. And 6. There we go. And then I need a column at every 1 inch. About that. So 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. 1 there. And 1 there. Okay. So now I got my grid set up. And it's going to look something like, sorry. There it is, there. So now I'm going to type in Pathfinder tool, unite, minus, intersect, exclude, divide, and crop. And those are the words we see here on the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder tool can be found underneath Window, okay, Pathfinder, or Shift Control 9 for the shortcut. All right, and then I also like a line to make sure that all of these get into a row. So when you're typing them, they're all nice and neat. Okay, so next what you need to do, all right, is we're going to draw, let's go, but that's it all finished. We need to draw 2 colored circles, a color circle, a hexagon, color circle, and a star. 3 shapes there, 2 different letters there, 2 different colors, 2 different types. All right, and then this is with 3 circles, no fill, 2 circles, some colors, and then you get to play around there. So how do we very efficiently do this? Well, remember, well, we're going to just type in Pathfinder tool, right? Since it's a title, I'm going to definitely make it bigger and a little bolder. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of center that up right now. That's fine, right in there. All right, because of time, I'm just going to steal this from a different. Okay, you'll be typing that in. And then over here, this is where I'm going to do my circles. So I'm going to draw 2 little perfect circles by holding down Shift and Alt. Okay, I'm going to make that one pink. I'm going to hold down, switch to my Move tool, hold down Alt, pull another one out, let it overlap, and I'll just grab those. Okay, with both of those selected, I'm going to hold down Alt. I'm holding down the Alt button next to the space bar, and I'm just clicking, left clicking, and dragging. Okay, so the nice thing is I can do the same thing with this one, and now it's telling me to have a hexagon, a star, and all that stuff. Okay, hexagon is our polygon tool. I'm going to click once. I need a 6-sided one. Okay, it's okay if it's slightly bigger. All right, rubber band, select both of those, hold down Alt. Okay, and you will do this. I like to do all of this first. Okay, so I like to put in all my shapes first. Okay, and then I'll do what they tell me to do. So now I'm going to get down to the font. Okay, so let's pretend I did those other shapes. You get it. Okay, I'm going to go to my text box. I'm going to do my letter A. I'm going to make it way bigger than that. Okay, and once again, I'm going to hold down Alt, pull out another one, double click on it, and change it to an F. Now, with type, you have to create outlines. Okay, right now this is type. I need it to be a shape. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to change this to a different color. Okay, I'm going to make sure they over just slap a little bit more. And I'm going to go up to Type, Create Outlines, or Shift Control O. Okay, very good shortcut. All right, you will see now you can no longer change the type, okay, because it's not type, it's just shapes. All right, and that's exactly what I needed to do. I created my text outlines. I do the same thing here. All right, and I will choose a different font and I will do it again. Down at the very bottom here, I'm going to do 3 circles with no fill. I really don't care which shape you do, but it's up to you. I'm going to hold down Shift and Alt. Okay, I'm going to go up, change my fill to black, a couple strokes on it. Okay, hold down my Alt. Okay, and just overlap them. Obviously, it just needs to be a little bit smaller. Okay, now I got those ready to go. Okay, I'm going to pull that down here. Select all that, make another copy of that. This circle, though, I'm going to color. Oops, I had them all selected. There we go. You can keep the stroke if you want. You can turn it off. You can, you're learning how to use the Pathfinder tool. Okay, so now we have to perform what it's telling us to perform. So when I rubber band select them over here, I like to pull this a little bit closer so that it's easier. I will most likely unite, okay, my whole row first. I will reunite, and then I'll go to minus. I'll minus the front. Whatever shape's on top will be the front. Intersect, same thing. Whatever shape's on top is where they're going to intersect. Okay, here is exclude and exclude. Okay, now you can see you can also right click and you can ungroup. So just be aware of that. All right, divide is probably the one that we use the most, and you have to work for it because it's a 2-step process. You're going to hit divide. It's not going to look like it did anything. Hit divide, right click, ungroup, and now you can click on each one of these little pieces and move it. Since I'm a little short on space, I'll just move it like that. Okay, so once again, I go there, I click on divide. I have to right click and ungroup, and I can pull them apart. Okay, I can delete what I need to delete. And then this one's crop. I can rotate, I can do whatever it is that I need to do to them. All right, so I would do that for all of them. Okay, same thing right here. All right, I would go through, I would do minus, Now down here, I'm going to have you divide. I'm going to have you ungroup, and I have you deleting these little pieces, and then I have you pulling them apart so that you don't have to use the whole thing. Okay, and it's not perfect, and I can always use the align tool, but you got it. That's how you get perfect little shapes. Okay, down here, same thing. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to hit divide. I'm going to right click, ungroup, and then I get to decide what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. So that's your choice. You can play around with it. You can spread it out. You could move it all around. You can change the color of it. You want that to be yellow now, and maybe you want to get rid of that. Okay. Something like that. Okay, whatever you want. And then over here is your independent practice. You're putting down font, you're putting down shapes, you're just having a good time at it. It's like you're playing in the playground with Play-Doh, and you're just going for it, and you're really learning what these tools can do. So it's really for you and your exploration. Save it as a PDF, and submit it into Google Classroom.